David is my boyfriend. Gene and Diddy, our fun will never end. Gene and Diddy, Diddy, we don't have a choice. Gene and I have a lovely voice. Together, I am Diddy Kong. I am Gene and the Hedgehog. We are Gene and Diddy.
Seriously, why don't they put me in Mario Kart 8? They put me in Mario Kart Double Dash and Mario Kart Wii, but not Mario Kart 7, 8, or Deluxe! What the shit?!
I know the feeling, Diddy. The only part of me that they put in that game was a damn me costume with amiibo dimensions.
You just had to do that, didn't you?
Yes. I win!
Damn it, Seanic! You clever son of a bitch!
Shall we? Gene, is everything okay? Using a game of Mario Kart 8 shouldn't make you feel like this.
Oh, it's not that, Seanic. It's something else.
What is it?
Shortly after me and David's wedding, I began to develop PTSD. I had trouble sleeping during the honeymoon, and I began to worry David.
Was it from that anti-magic venom that depleted your powers, and you had to drink that revival juice?
Seanic, don't.
Oh shit, what'd I do?
You mentioned what happened to her a few months ago!
Gene! No! What's happening?
David, over there. Grab it. What's wrong, Sonic?
I shouldn't have said anything. I should have kept my damn mouth shut.
Sonic, I wasn't shooting at you to shut you up. I was shooting you because you referenced that god-awful Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric.
Damn it! Something about that antidote was off. It healed her, but it didn't return her powers. Was that a fake antidote set up by Bowser and Eggman? It must be. They only planted that antidote there to have us think that she would be completely healed. But she's not completely healed. Oh shit, Gene! She's been poisoned!
Let me see that. This special type of poison takes away the powers of any magical beings.
Damn it! Gene, everything's gonna be okay. You're safe.
Make this stop! Make this stop now!
Medics! We need some medics over here!
No, medics, please!
Is she gonna be okay?
This will calm her down. It's her favorite game.
Gene, what happened?
I just had another panic attack. I had a flashback of the poison that I was given. I know he didn't mean to give it to me.
Just like the time where I kept having PTSD attacks when that one thing was brought up all those times. And all those times I recall getting killed by Mephiles.
By the way, what game did Diddy give you, Sonic?
Looks like Donkey Kong 64.
My favorite game!
Well, it looks like we finally get to review a Donkey Kong game. Before we begin, I think it will also be a great idea, in the future, to review Sonic Lost World, Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, Super Mario 3D World. I mean, we're still going to be reviewing Super Mario Galaxy 2.
That sounds like great ideas, but I seriously need to get to playing Ocarina of Time.
What about Donkey Kong Country Returns or Tropical Freeze?
We'll get to those eventually, but I'm still planning on reviewing Donkey Kong Country 2 around Christmas.
So anyway, let's get started. And don't forget to check out our past reviews of Super Mario Galaxy and Super Mario 64. Links are in the description below. And I have a weird suspicion that Link is gonna show up and do his grunts. See what I mean?
Hey, listen!
Back off, Navi, and leave us the fucking hell alone! Why, you little...
Just leave him be. He probably forgot to brush his teeth this morning. That'll explain why he has the breath of the wild.
Good one, Seanic.
He better keep his Skyward Sword away from me, or I'll punch him where Majora's Mask would usually go, and I'll stab him with 4 swords. I'll knock the Wind Waker out of him if I have to. And he won't wake up until twilight, Princess. How's that for a link to the past?
Really, Seanic?
I had to. I had to try forcing it out of my system.
Well, that did help my PTSD.
By PTSD, do you mean please touch Sonic's dick?
No,
Bad
bad
Sonic!
Sonic,
Get in the corner! Sowie.
Anyway, shall we begin?
We shall.
Well, as everyone knows, the game starts off with a catchy musical number called the DK Rap.
The song tells the people a little brief summary of the characters in the game.
The game has 5 returning favorite Kongs, in which 3 are still not playable.
And here are the 5 characters that return. Well, there's Candy Kong. She's Donkey Kong's girlfriend, and she gives you instruments. And can I say that her upgrade in 3D looks pretty hot for a Donkey Kong character?
Oh, come on! How hot can she be?
Guys, she's taken! She has a boyfriend, you perverts!
Sowie!
So anyway, back on topic. The next character back is my best pal DK. And as they say in the DK rep, DK is finally back to kick some tails!
Kick some tails?
Not now, Tails!
Sorry, Diddy.
Tails, wanna play some Smash later?
Well, I was gonna ask if I could join you guys in reviewing this game.
Sure, go right ahead.
Yays! So anyway, the next character back in DK64 is Funky Kong. In this game, he sells guns and ammo to the Kongs, and I must say he knows how to fly a plane.
He sure does, Tails!
I wonder if Funky Kong only sells guns for emergencies.
Very funny, Sonic.
So, the next Kong back is Cranky Kong. Cranky is the scientist of the Kong family. He sells potions to the Kongs, and later on in the game, he'll let you play a classic rare game called Jetpack. But only if you collect 15 banana medals. I just wish these guys would have made cameos in Kong Skull Island.
We do not talk about that movie.
Why not?
It got crappy reviews.
Come on, that movie wasn't all that bad. Okay, how about this? I just wish these guys would have made cameos in War for the Planet of the Apes.
Okay, we're getting off topic, Sonic. Can you please talk about the last Kong to return in the game?
Sowie. And lastly, we've got our very own Diddy Kong.
Yep, and my jetpack actually came from this game first. We also forgot Wrigley Kong, Cranky's wife, who is still giving out hints.
But the catch on her is that she died after the events of DKC3. But she's back as a ghost.
Luigi isn't gonna like that. Also, we have 3 new Kongs. First, there's Lanky Kong, who's an orangutan, and his arms stretch kind of like Monkey D. Luffy from One Piece. There's also Chunky Kong, who's the older brother of...
Of that stupid baby Kitty Kong from DKC3.
Yeah, I hate him too.
But anyway, the last new Kong is actually my little sister's favorite character, Tiny Kong. Tiny is the younger sister of Diddy's girlfriend, Dixie.
Yes, she is. Tiny always brings flower power to the Kong family.
Now we can move on to the story of the game. Starts off with parrots flying around, one of them being Squats the Parrot. Don't forget 2 pirate seals swimming in the water, one of them being Clappers the Pirate Seal, and the island that the Kongs live on is called Donkey Kong Island, or DK Island.
Then all of a sudden, here comes the DK crew's own version of Baldy McFuckface. But instead of Egghead, it's the Lizard Lips himself, King K. Rool. And he has a new doomsday weapon called the Blast-O-Matic.
The Blast-O-Matic is designed to destroy DK Island in one shot, kind of like a Death Star for primates. But before K. Rool can show up to the island, his battleship, that kind of looks like his own version of Crocodile Isle from DKC2, but we'll get to more elements from the original DKC trilogy a little later. So anyway, K. Rool's battleship crashes into a rock, and this causes the Blast-O-Matic to malfunction. So K. Rool comes up with another plan to buy some time while the Blast-O-Matic is getting fixed.
K. Rool orders his Kremlings to steal DK's hoard of gold bananas and kidnap Tiny, Chunky, Lanky, and Diddy.
Yeah, this was 10 times worse than the time DK and I were kidnapped and our brains were being used to power up Chaos, K. Rool's robot in DKC3.
I thought Chaos was a water creature that grows stronger with each Chaos Emerald, and who flooded Station Square, and I had to go Supersonic to beat him, and who I had to fight again in Sonic Forces.
Not that kind of chaos, Sonic.
Sowie. So anyway, Donkey Kong busts out of his treehouse and goes and tells Cranky about what happened.
But before Cranky could give DK a potion upgrade, he has to go get some training done with Cranky's special training barrels.
After you complete the training barrels, Cranky will finally give you the power-up, which is a butt stomp.
Or the grain pain from 3D Mario games. Or that one ability I have in Sonic Colors, Unleash Generations and maybe Forces. I don't know yet about Forces. There's gonna be 2 new upgrades to the grain pain later on. The first one is called Shimmy and Slam, and you get that after completing Cranky's training barrels. The second one is called Chupa Shimmy and Slam, and you get it in World 5. And the last one is called Chupa Duper Shimmy and Slam, and you get it in World 7. Donkey Kong's potion upgrades are Baboon Blast, which is a mini-game with barrels, and you step on a pad with DK's face on it. Strong Kong, which makes him invincible when you jump into a DK barrel. And finally, Gorilla Grab, where DK pulls on a lever. Pull the lever, DK! Wrong lever!
My potion upgrades are Chippy Charge, where I can charge into anything with my head.
I'm surprised you don't get concussions from that!
True, but anyway, the next one is Rugged Barrel Boost, which is my rugged barrels, which can be hard to control at times. And finally, the Simian Spring, where I use my tail to spring up into the air like Tigger when I reach a pad with my face on it.
Tiny's potion upgrades are Mini Monkey, where she shrinks like Ant-Man. And there is Ponytail Twirl, where she basically uses her hair as a helicopter blade.
So many things Rapunzel could do with her hair, and she couldn't use it as a helicopter blade to fly herself and Flynn Rider to the floating lanterns faster.
Something like that. And her final one is Monkey Port.
Just because nobody is going to change the T in Monkey Port into an N and spell it monkey porn.
Sonic!
Sorry.
So anyway, Tiny uses a pad with her face on it to teleport.
Okay, Scotty, beat me to Jungle Japes!
That is actually the name of the first world of the game, Sonic.
Indeed, even though I was just making a bad Star Trek reference. Leggy's potion power-ups are orangutan, where he can walk on his hands like a circus performer on cocaine. Baboon Balloon, where he inflates like a balloon, kinda like Yoshi's Blim Fruit in Super Mario Galaxy 2.
Kind of like what Corey did to you in Gmod one time.
Jean Marie Cook McInerney. We do not bring that up!
What? It's actually really amusing.
Josh the Bear is amusing and joking about my PTSD.
Oh, really? What if I told you that this lemonade I'm having here contains your chaos energy?
Jean, what have I told you?
When you want it the most, there's no easy way out. When you're ready to go and your heart's left in doubt, don't give up on your faith. Love comes to those who believe it, and that's the way it is. Better?
Yes.
Sorry, Seanic.
It's okay. But next time, try not to tease me about that again. It's a really sensitive topic for me that I don't like being brought up.
Can someone pass me a knife?
No, Jean, don't do that again. David almost did that when he thought he poisoned you. Damn it, I should have kept my mouth shut. Sonic, help!
In my dreams I'll always see you soaring above the sky. In my heart there'll always be a place for you for all my life. I'll keep a part of you with me, and everywhere I am, there you'll be. Are we really gonna have an endless game of panic attacks?
No, let's continue this.
Yes, so anyway, finally, a Reggae sprint, where he runs on his hands as fast as Sonic. You're just as fast as me, Sonic. Right. But I mostly rely on my gadgets rather than my speed. Anyway, Chunky's potion power-ups are Hunky Chunky, where he grows into a giant, kinda like Ant-Man did in Captain America Civil War.
Why do you think Tiny and Chunky are cousins?
That makes sense. So anyway, the next one is Primate Punch. That sounds like a tasty beverage made of bananas!
Kind of. You know, there actually is a beverage called Primate Punch. After this review, I can make it for all of you guys. But that power-up is like the Falcon Punch, which is also the name of another beverage.
And the last one is called Gorilla Gone, where he turns invisible.
Kind of like the Invisible Woman in Fan.
No! Bad Monkey! Go to the corner!
Damn it!
In all honesty, Harry Potter's invisibility cloak would be a better analogy than that.
Good point.
The next thing we should talk about is the weapons that Fucky gives the Kongs. He'll also give upgrades for the guns later on in the game, which include an ammo upgrade where instead of 50, it's now 100. Homing ammo, another ammo upgrade where instead of 100, it's now 200, and lastly, the sniper.
Sniper no sniping! Sniper no sniping! Sniper no sniping!
Ready, chaos! You should really give your guns those kinds of upgrades, Seanic. Maybe I should.
Now the guns that the Kongs get are the coconut shooter, peanut bomb guns, feather bow, grape shooter, and pineapple launcher.
Meanwhile, I have a Walther PPK, a Smith & Wesson, an AK-47, an M16 assault rifle, and loads of other guns that will make Liam Neeson and Bruce Willis jealous. That rhymed. Willis and jealous. Really, Seanic? Shall we?
Why do you think that I go to you to get my peanut pup guns fixed after they get jammed, Seanic?
The next thing we should also talk about is the instruments.
Is mayonnaise an instrument? No, Seanic. Mayonnaise is not an instrument. Horseradish is not an instrument either.
Also, are you trying to make me go drink bleach, Sonic? You know how much I hate SpongeBob.
The whole reason I did that was for the sole purpose of triggering you.
Also, one of the instruments in this game is not the Ocarina of Time.
There are also upgrades for the instruments, and also Candy upgrades your health meter too, which I forgot to mention that it's watermelons.
Just like how it's chocolate in Conker's Bad Fur Day.
And honeycombs and Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie.
And of course, red mushrooms and gold rings. Who can forget those?
Yep, so anyway, the musical instruments are Bongo Blast, which was the idea for the god-awful Donkey Konga.
Yeah, I wasn't a huge fan of that game. I prefer Dance Dance Revolution, Guitar Hero, and Rock Band. Also, why would you ever put Donkey Konga in a video game museum in Texas?
Yep, so anyway, the next instrument is Guitar Giz Up, which is Diddy playing Guitar Hero. And I have to say that he's better at it than Sonic is in Sonic Underground.
What about the time I played American Idiot for Marty McFly while I was a Lego minifigure?
You still need to teach me how to play it, Sonic.
The instrument or the song?
The song, Sonic.
The next instrument is Saxophone Slam, which Tiny gives out flower power at the end of it. And there's also Trombone Tremor.
What about Flute Flood or Violin Violent Storm? I mean, seriously, the name of the power-up starts with the same letter that the instrument starts with.
Well, there's none of those, but there is Triangle Trample.
What about Whistling Whirlwind?
Haha, very funny, Sonic.
Also, when you leave the training area or the interior of the island, you get to meet the main damsel in distress. Well, it's technically not a damsel that you help in the game named Clumsy.
Basically, you get to hear a second story that ties into one. But anyway, Clumsy tells DK that Karul ordered him to crush DK Island. But Clumsy, being too nice, wouldn't do it. So Karul locked him up to toughen him up, and this is where the bosses come into play. After you collect everything in a world, you go against a boss to get a key for Clumsy's cage, and he unlocks the next world for you.
I also forgot to mention that this game received a Guinness World Record for most collectibles in a video game. I know, right?
That was in 2008. But still, I think that's impressive.
But the one thing that I don't get is why people hate this game. This game is my childhood, and it's still my #1 favorite game. But why do people hate the game?
Probably because this was one of Rare's last games before they were bought out by Microsoft.
What the hell? Why would they ever do that?
I don't know, so anyway, let's talk about the blueprints.
Yeah, the Kongs meet a weasel named Snide, who worked on the Blastomatic, but was later fired. Now he wants his revenge on Krul. He tells the Kongs that if we collect a blueprint and bring it back to him, and then he'll give you a golden banana for that.
Oh, banana.
Oh yes, that is one of the best quotes in the game.
But the one thing about the blueprint is that you have to find a Kasplat in order to get it.
A Kasplat is a swag-muscled Kremling with colored hair, and it would either have yellow, red, purple, blue, or green colored hair. And once you fight it and collect the blueprint, the hair will be white.
Wow, one thing I hate about the game is that when you fight a green claptrap, his fucking teeth come to life.
And because of that, I decided to give it the nickname Grandma's Possessed Dentures.
One of the scariest bosses in the game is a Jack-in-the-Box named Mad Jack.
How creepy can he be, Gene?
This creepy, Seanic. You kids better keep it down here. My kitten is trying to sleep, and he can't sleep with you dolt heads making all this noise. And language!
Eat a dick! Oh, we forgot to talk about Banana Porch.
All they do is teleport you to different places, and there's 5 of them in each area.
And they work kind of like the transporters in Star Trek, right?
Yeah, pretty much. You didn't just drink that, did you, Tails?
Well, yes, I did. I mean, you poured something for all 5 of us.
I forgot to mention this to you, but that's actually nitroglycerin.
What the fuck? Don't
move, don't breathe, or don't do anything except pray, maybe.
Boo!
Okay, whose idea was this?
It was Diddy's.
Not true!
Also, do you even know what color liquid nitroglycerin is? It most certainly isn't yellow like this lemonade.
You do realize it was a joke, Tails.
And your joke just backfired because I made a logical point talking about the color of liquid nitroglycerin. And I know this because science!
There are 8 different worlds in the game. Jungle Japes, Angry Aztec, Frantic Factory, Bloomy Galleon, Fungi Forest, Crystal Caves, Creepy Castle, and Hideout Helm.
Holy alliteration, Batman!
Tell me about it.
This is just like those instruments, like Whistling Whirlwind.
Is this really going to be a running gag in this review? When somebody mentions Whistling Whirlwind, you just whistle a random song?
Not just a random song, a happy tune. Like that one song from The King and I whistle a happy tune. Whistling Whirlwind!
Anyway, all alliteration aside... What?
You just alliterated. Those words all started with A.
Silence, you silly, sassy Sonic!
Gentle, Gene. Goodness gracious.
Seanic!
Zowie, Seanic. And no more alliterations!
Damn, Diddy.
Ugh!
Okay, after we got that out of the way, let's continue. The game starts with Donkey Kong, of course, as he's trying to rescue Diddy from a hillside cage in Jungle Japes. Each Kong has 5 golden bananas in each world. Most of them you get in minigame barrels. These minigames can range from Green Hill Zone Easy to Eggman Land Impossible. Some of them include a slot machine where you have to match the bananas 3 times, swimming to collect coins, Stealthy Snoop, where you have to sneak around in the dark to get to the finish line without getting caught, a game where you basically swat at a fly, games where you have to shoot watermelons at golden bananas and other enemies, Minecart Mayhem, where you basically recreate a scene from Indiana Jones at the Temple of Doom, Mad Maze Mall, where you go through a maze and defeat enemies in a given amount of time, and...
Don't say what I think you're going to say!
Be... There... Bah... There... That minigame is broken as fuck! Even more broken than Sonic 06! What about all those minigames from Mario Party 2? Especially Dizzy Dancing. Basically, you have to lure beavers into a hole, and you play as grandmother's possessed dentures. But it's really hard to get them into the hole. If you fall in the hole yourself, you'll get nothing! You'll lose! Good daces!
I'm not a sir.
Sirs and madams, continue!
Each Kong has 100 of their respected colored bananas in each world. And you get a banana medal if one gets 75 of their bananas. And there are different colored balloons that hold 10 bananas that you have to shoot with your projectile weapons. And there are 5 bananas in each lovely bunch of bananas.
The colored bananas that each player has. I have red, DK has yellow, Chucky has green, Tiny has purple, and Lanky is blue.
Oh man, I'm so sorry to hear that. I hope Lanky feels better.
That's not what I mean by blue, Seanic the hot dog.
What did I say about bringing up memes in these videos?
Sorry.
Once you collect enough gold bananas and have enough bananas for your whole party, you enter the boss rooms, guarded by a pig and a hippo who are both morbidly obese. The names are Trough and Scoff.
At least their names aren't Salty and Pepper. You just feed bananas to Scoff, in which the number of bananas needed are indicated on the door, and you feed him until you run out of bananas. He starts off small, but he gets bigger the more bananas you feed him, and Trough is lifted up in the air to unlock the key. And the last Kong to feed the bananas gets to battle the boss behind the door. Some bosses are fairly simple like Armadillo and Dogadon, while others like Mad Jack and Puff Tosh are damn tricky. Also, when you run into Mad Jack, good luck sleeping tonight, motherfuckers.
You also forgot to mention some races that you have to do at times, like the speedboat race in Gloomy Galleon, and the race against the Beetle in Angry Aztec.
Which Beatle? John Lennon or Paul McCartney?
No, a scarab beetle.
Ringo Starr?
No!
Okay. Calm your strawberry fields forever, Lucy in the sky with diamonds.
Really, Sonic? Beetle puns?
Come on, I want to hold your hand and we can walk down Penny Lane.
You know I'm married, Sonic.
I know, but it'll be better than yesterday.
Why won't you let it be?
If you need me, I'll be in my yellow submarine. Just don't twist and shout. Just remember that all you need is love. Now let's get back to the review while my guitar gently weeps. Now let's come together and stop these Beatles puns.
Jiminy Christmas.
What's next? Elvis Presley puns? Okay, Shauna, keep your blue suede shoes on. Gah!
Another boss we forgot to mention is King Cutout, which is basically a cardboard cutout of King K. Rool, and you have to battle him as all of the Kongs.
And after defeating each boss, you get a key that you can use to unlock Clumsy's cage.
There's also 2 special kinds of coins you need to get in the game. There's the Nintendo coin, which you can get by playing the original Donkey Kong arcade game in Frantic Factory, and the Rare coin, which you can get by playing the game Jetpack on Craiggie's computer. But you only get the Nintendo coin when you play the Donkey Kong arcade game a second time, because the first time, you get a golden banana.
And it's a lot trickier than when you play it at an actual arcade. Or if you're just battling aliens who would invade the planet and take the form of classic arcade characters and do characters have Cubert babies.
Oh god, I think I'm gonna be sick.
Say cheese!
Eggman, get the fuck out!
Seanic, what the fuck is wrong with you? Shall we? I just wanted to tease you with that scene from Pixels. Seanic, remind me to slap you once we're finished here. But yeah, Donkey Kong is still a fun game. You just have to keep an eye on the patterns, because you can never know when a barrel is going to fall down your ladder. Also, in 75mm, you have to keep an eye on the pogo sticks.
But Jetpack is a lot harder than Donkey Kong. You just need to collect items and shoot aliens while trying not to get yourself killed. And you need 5,000 points in order to get the Rareware coin.
Speaking of jetpacks, there are certain things you need to do with my rocket barrels, which can sometimes be hard to control at times, especially if you get it on the Wii U Virtual Console.
Also, the camera on the Wii U Virtual Console is horrendous.
There are a couple instances where the rocket barrels are important. First, in Angry Aztec, where you can race a buzzard and fly through rings, kind of like Superman 64.
We do not bring up that game!
Sorry, Sonic.
Go to the corner, you bad ape!
Another one is in Gloomy Galleon, in the lighthouse area, where you have to fly onto One-Eyed Willie's pirate ship to get a golden banana. And you have to do the ring race again, but this time, it's in Fungi Forest, and you're racing against one of Harry Potter's owls.
There are also banana fairies flying around certain parts. You just have to snap a picture of them, and make sure the icon on the top right of the screen is a green smiley face. Once you snap a good picture of them, they'll refill and upgrade your orange grenades and your crystal coconuts, which your power-ups run on.
Yeah, Pixie! Pixie, Pixie, Pixie! Hey, Pixie! Pixie! Hey, Pixie!
Yep, pretty much. Also, there are certain enemies that take more than a few punches to knock them down. Some of them you need to charge up your attacks by holding B, and some of them you need to throw oranges at them.
There are also Dirt-Mans where you charge up your attacks and get a rainbow coin that gives every Kong 5 coins each. And the animal crates that only DK and Lincoln can access. DK transforms into Rambi the Rhino. Rambi is not a reincarnation of Bambi. I mean, both Rambi and Bambi are spelled similarly, except for the first letter. And Rambi's mother wasn't murdered in cold blood by a hunter. Don't remind me! And Lakey transforms into Ongard the Swordfish. And yes, they literally made a fencing joke out of all of that. Rambi just allows you to charge into huts to find hidden treasures, except that one of the huts wasn't Pizza Hut or Jabba the Hutt. And Ongard can do the same thing underwater with treasure chests.
We also forgot about 2 things. First off, the tag barrels, where you can switch into any Kong at any time where you need to go after certain items. And the second thing, there are 3 minecart level games in 3 different worlds, and only 3 Kongs can do the minecarts. The first Kong to do the minecart game is Diddy, and that's in Jungle Japes.
That minecart level was easy for me.
So anyway, the second Kong to have a minecart level is Chunky, and that's in Fungi Force. And the last Kong is DK, and that's in Creepy Castle.
Now we're up to the final part of the game. After defeating King Cutout in Creepy Castle, you'll unlock the final world of the game, which doesn't involve collecting golden bananas. In this world, this is where Snide comes into play. He says that the blueprints that you've been collecting will help him delay the Blastomatic's firing sequence for 50 minutes. That gives you enough time to get to it and play 2 sets of minigames for each Kong and also collect the last 5 banana medals.
Once you shut down the Blastomatic, which somehow doesn't involve Luke Skywalker flying through the trenches to destroy it, Karul will escape. And also remember the Nintendo and Rare coin? Those 2 coins play a key role into unlocking a door in Karul's throne room, which has the last 2 banana fairies and the final key to Clumsy's cage. Once you have the key and the last 2 banana fairies, you then go back to Banana Fairy Island as Tiny Kong for the last time, and you get a bonus golden banana for collecting all the banana fairies, which makes the total of golden bananas at the end of the game 201.
Now you're all thinking we're leaving at the final key to Clumsy's cage. We're getting there. After visiting the Banana Fairy for the last time, you go back to Clumsy's cage and unlock the last padlock. Now Clumsy's free. Moss has given Clumsy a sock. Moss has presented Clumsy with clothes. Clumsy is free.
Now we're back with Karul escaping. Now Clumsy is chasing Karul's ship around the island until he stubs his toe on a boulder, crashing Karul's ship onto the beach. Now the final battle with Karul is like Punch-Out in a boxing match.
Where's little McInerney 76 when you need him?
Did someone call my name?
Davy Coo!
And don't sing that song, Sonic! Damn it. Also, where has he been during all our other reviews? Finishing up with college.
Exactly. By the way, happy birthday, my handsome hubby. Would you care to join us for the last bit of this review, Davy?
Thank you, my beautiful wifey, and I'd be honored to. So anyway, once you defeat Karul as Chunky, Karul will wake up and will try to punch you out until Candy Kong shows up to use her flirty, girlish charm on Karul to keep him distracted, while Funky comes up behind him and shoots him with a boot to the butt. Then the credits roll and the post-credit scenes come on, and that's Donkey Kong 64.
This game was one of the best Donkey Kong games out there.
This game is the perfect choice to be awarded the Guinness World Record in 2008 for the most collectibles in a video game.
Yes, it was, but I don't know why people hated this game, other than that broken minigame with those fucking beavers. You said it, Seanic, but other than that, this game is still an amazing Donkey Kong game. I'm giving this game a 20 out of 10. I'm giving it a 50 out of 10.
I'm giving it 35 out of 10.
I'm giving it a 76 out of 10.
Nice pun on your own name, David.
Thanks, Diddy.
Anyway, I'm giving it a 64 out of 10.
Nice one, Diddy. Well, I'm giving it a 2019 out of 10.
So, now what?
How about an 8-player Super Smash Bros. Match and have a birthday party for David?
DK?
I like that idea, DK.
I agree with Seanic, Dids.
Dixie? What? I love that idea too, DK.
I call playing as myself.
I call playing as Greninja. I call playing as myself.
I go playing as Luigi.
I call playing as myself.
I call playing as Zelda.
I call playing as Rosalina.
And I call playing as Princess Peach.
Oh, wait, we forgot something.
Happy birthday, David!
Thanks, guys.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear David Briggs. Happy birthday to you.
Thanks, guys, you're the best. And so are you, my beautiful wifey. Hey, Sonic, what is it? Whistling Whirlwind!